that glitch in the beginning, right?
Huh?
You saw that glitch in the beginning. That was all me.
I know. Happy Friday, everybody. And I usually make a mistake and say good morning. It's not good morning in every place. So I'm going to say happy Friday from now on so we get all the time zones. Because I think Lisa's in a different time zone. And this morning or this afternoon, Jeanette is in another time zone. We'll explain maybe later. She's a happy, peppy person this morning. But I'm Jenny.
I'm Jeanette.
That's Jeanette. And there's Lisa. She's down there. She's our guest today. But welcome to Having Fun with J and J. This is our ocho. We're here back again. We are going to have some fun. It's a marvelous day. Everybody, we want everybody to come in and join us.
I see you.
Couple of grins left. Wait, what?
I see you.
Oh.
I see you.
This is what I gotta say. She's got our local minions with us. And we're gonna talk some crafts today. We want to make sure that everybody knows that we're here. So please spread the word, spread the love. Catch us on a replay. We love the replays.
Yes.
Peeps, we're getting a lot of play. Jeanette's got the numbers, and we're just a little show. We're just two gals that like to craft and two gals that want to be the as I was telling Lisa, we want to be the voice and the face of women crafters, women artisans, the makers, the visionaries, all those gals that get out there and at 11 o'clock at night and we're making jewelry and we're painting and we're writing and we're baking and we're doing all kinds of things. So please share the
night at that.
Yes, and it's not just for crafters. We want consumers. We want people to know that crafters are out there. We want people to know that you can still get bargains, but remember, every item is handmade. It's handmade with love. It's made from our hearts, our hands, and our minds. And you're not going to find it in any big box store or shipped from overseas. There you go, handmade with love. Good job. And so whenever you're looking for a special gift or a special something to give someone that you know and love, please look to your local communities. Look to your neighborhood. There's pop-ups. They're on internet. And just type in, special handmade gifts, and you're going to get all kinds of gals. But come to our Facebook page. Go to Lisa's Facebook page. Go to my Facebook page. We got tons of women out there that are looking to
my Facebook page. I post every day.
Your Facebook page. She's got everything going on over there. So just remember, we're all out there. And now it's Jeanette's turn because she gets to give us our numbers.
Yes. Okay. From the first very show that we have 6,500 views.
Yay!
And I keep sending her the weekly numbers. Let me see if I can find that on my phone because I texted to you. So I can actually go in order of how I sent it to you. Let me see. Here it is. You know me. I always have to.
I know. She's got the numbers.
Yeah, I have to. I wrote.
Wednesday at 6:30. You said it to me.
This is how much we talk online that I'm scrolling. Oh my gosh, we talk a lot. And here's some numbers. Girl, I'm out to the store now. Be with me. Girl, you could probably find it faster than I can.
So I got episode 2. We have over 6,500 views.
Yeah. And then the last
3, we had 4,200.
That's right. There you go.
Episode 4, we had 4,400.
Okay.
Episode 5, 6, and 7 were a little lower, but they're still new.
Right.
So just keep on sharing it.
Yeah.
Every week we're going to have a wonderful crafter like Lisa.
Yeah.
Every week we're going to be sharing what we know and what we love. And also and I got chided last week because I didn't mention it because I was yapping about something else. But I was reminded by my friend Jeanette. We didn't talk about the creative spirit. And so we're working on it. We've had a couple of things that we're busy with, and we didn't get to do it. But we're going to be starting another half hour during the week called the creative spirit, and
a bit more low key,
yeah,
wild.
And our belief system is that the creative spirit is what makes us the crafters we are. It's our gift. It's our gift that's inside of us, and we choose to be brave and bold and take that spirit and create objects for people to be enjoyed and loved. So we hope you're going to tune into that as well.
Yeah.
But it's really coming along, and again, this is who we are.
And I love the beginning of it. It is actually gorgeous. Totally different than what you see here. Yep. I'm going to come in my natural self because it's so important. So, I'm always wearing these because, well, first of all, I love it. And I have fun with it. And I keep saying one day I'm going to rip it off and just be my natural self. But I'm going to do it in creative spirit. I'm going to be all myself. So, but I love having fun. And Lisa, I love your stuff. So right now we're gonna take time to introduce Lisa, and she is a crafter that makes beautiful jewelry out of beads. And I'll let her talk to you about it, and I'll ask her some questions. Lisa, tell me about your business.
Well, I still don't kind of think of it as a business.
Wow.
Because, like you say, there's that creative spirit. I've done crochet, I've done painting, I've done pen and ink drawing, just about anything you can think of, I've tried it.
Okay.
Is that one of your paintings?
Back to the jewelry.
Is that one of your paintings behind you? Is that one of your charcoals? I can only see part of it.
No, none of those are mine.
Okay.
But
the
necklace is yours, right? The necklace is yours?
This is, yes. I have.
So I'm going to ask
you. One of the ones I made and I liked so much I kept it.
I do that too. I make some stuff and I'm like, yeah, I'm not selling this one. Oh, how pretty.
Shiny, sparkly.
That is gorgeous. So
I love the crystal stuff that sparkles like crazy. And I'm picky these days. I can afford a little bit more, so I can get like the Czech crystal, and I still have a little bit of Swarovski crystal in my supplies.
Okay, Lisa, how did you get started? What made you do that? What creativity? How did you get started?
Probably way back when, under 10 years. My grandparents, my great grandparents, and I'm talking both male and female, all did all kinds of creative stuff.
Okay.
My grandpa had a shop that was almost as big as their house.
What did he sell? He
did a lot of woodwork.
Oh, I bet
and he would do like the woodwork pieces, and Grandma would embellish them. They never said anything though. It was all for family,
Oh, so he made it for family.
Yeah, and Grandma started out with the beadwork with, angel halos and things like that, and she never got as elaborate as I do, actually.
Oh,
she worked with other stuff. She was a master seamstress. Oh my God, she could make anything you could think of.
Oh wow! In clothes, she made dresses and things like that.
Yes, she made one of my cousin's wedding dresses.
Wow. And, let me ask you. So your idea came from then your grandma. You said she does beads, but what led you? How did you start? Did you start with the painting first, or did you start with the jewelry first?
I actually started with crochet and knitting first.
Okay.
My great grandmother taught me. I was age 5, I remember the very first lesson. I was getting bored at the family Thanksgiving dinner, and great grandma sat me down in a corner of the kitchen, and she says, "Let me show you how to do this."
Oh.
And it calmed me down, and it was really interesting because I've always been interested in watching her do that.
Oh,
And it just, went from there. And I saw grandma doing the beading on one of the visits, and she showed me how she does that.
So where did you start thinking of actually selling what you do? I know you said you don't think it's a business, but when did it occur to you that it might be a source of income?
That was actually first time back in my 20s. And yes, this is like 30 years ago. There were still a lot of bazaars and church sales and stuff like that around at the time. So, a crafter could get in there and put a table up for people to look at very easily. And those first efforts, they weren't bad, but they weren't as elaborate as what I'm doing now.
And what are you doing now?
What I'm doing now is all kinds of things. I've got earrings, and I've got different necklaces.
Oh, do show. I want to see it.
I think she's got a whole basket in there.
And we love showing people stuff that way. You know what they have. I love it. I never show my
I got to talk to you, Lisa, because I'm the business brain over here. I got to get you to switch over a little bit to it's your business, because those are beautiful.
Oh, wow.
I like that.
I want to see
your tag. I love the tag.
Like a length of chain and connecting them.
And how long are they?
They tend to come out about 20 to 22 inches.
Oh, that's nice.
And I've been trying to be more conscious of coming up with some smaller ones as well.
Right.
And can I see one of
the necklaces? The materials I use, they get expensive,
Oh, yeah, everything is getting expensive.
So I try to come up with something that's not so expensive. Dang it, should have been a little better prepared with this.
Hey, you know what? I'm never prepared.
So. We all think we're prepared.
Yeah, we're not.
You're a model for us. I like that. Oh, that's pretty.
Ooh. This is 40 because it's all natural stones.
Oh, okay.
Very nice. I like that one.
You can see it. The 20 to 22 inches is pretty nice for women my size.
Right. So is that one like 20 inches, or is that more like 18?
I think this is a 20.
20?
Oh, come on. Where's the clasp?
I want to see the chokers, because I saw the chokers and I'm like, huh.
Oh, yeah.
The way that you have to crochet
That's what I'm just getting into.
Uh-huh.
Okay, this is 19 inches.
Okay.
So. I like the tag. She said made with love.
I know. What's really funny is that your chokers remind me, and I'm really dating myself, of what we used to do. Because I used to crochet too. I used to crochet bikinis, but we used to make.
You the bikini girl.
That was my first business. But I
like that.
We used to crochet the chokers too. Way back then. So you're bringing us a little bit of
back nostalgia.
Yep. You know what? The bikinis were great when you were small busted like me, but when I got a girl like you, I had to measure it on my head, girl, for the cup size.
They used to wear them on their head, the little bands like this.
I know. I know.
Used to be a hot thing, I know, because I wore it. I was one of those. I had a gold band right here with short hair, and I thought I was the bomb.
Yeah, we rocked it.
Okay, so this is one of my favorite ones.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh, yeah.
And that's got, let's see, hematite, blue sandstone, and lava stone.
Ooh.
And yes, I made these little things.
Can you see that in like a black slinky gown?
Ooh,
right?
Yeah. A black,
going out for a night out, and
woo. I'll tell you, and then put like a bigger wig so it can really.
Yeah, and the chokers I started doing as a way to do something a little bit cheaper because, like I say, a lot of the
We never
crystal
say
ones are in the
cheaper.
40s.
Yeah, we never say
30 to
cheaper.
40.
We never say cheaper because
cost
a lot of,
effective.
cost effective. We'll say cost effective and things like that because
I like that one
everything
too.
is done. That one's real pretty, and everything that we do is never cheap. I'm telling you that now. When I work in my
Well,
restaurant,
that's
it's
true.
very expensive. Everything is expensive, but people
Well,
want
that's
to
expensive.
low call it. So I always start
Well,
buying low.
we have this conversation with all of our crafters.
Mhm.
It's a universal problem, especially with friends and relatives, because they
Yes.
always want a discount.
Oh my gosh.
And it still costs. It's not actually sometimes the cost of material, but the time that you put in.
That's
So
right.
if you're Lisa, you and I had talked about that a little bit before the interview, because when you're creating something that delicate and that intense, you're not only looking for how it looks, but how it's going to function. So if you're going to put together a necklace that looks great, but the first time that the woman puts it on, it's going to snap, then they're not going to get the value for their money.
Right.
So you're trying to make sure that all the clasps, all the eye hooks, all the beading stays in place and works well. Yeah, see the eye hook right
Those
there?
bits, those joints.
So
And
this
it's
is
not
all
just
labor
that.
intensive. Crafting is labor intensive, and so we have
And
to.
also, it doesn't matter how well you put it together if it doesn't lay right.
Exactly. That's pretty too.
And so that's a big thing.
Yep.
And this is made of different colors of tiger's eye. And I don't know how well you can see it, but I've got ears, eye, and nose.
Oh wow.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah. One thing, have you ever struggled making your things? Like, do you have any struggles that,
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is part of why I don't tend to think of it as a business, because it's not consistent at all. I have a stock of about maybe 50 or so pieces right now, and that took me about a year to do. I have arthritis and other health issues.
Okay.
So this is kind of my therapy.
Okay.
But what's the use of having all these beautiful pieces if I don't put them out there, right?
Right.
Do you do custom work?
I do. I call it partially custom. And I actually have a form. If you email me, that's lwlisakit@gmail.com. I can send you a PDF of the form, and you can fill it out, take a picture, and send it back. The form has the various different aspects that I feel I'm able to custom for you.
Oh wow!
And, leaving me with a little creative license too.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna interject here. So I'm gonna give you this little upsweep here. Your business. Crafters are outside of the norm of small business to begin with.
Yeah.
And so as you progress in your journey, your business journey, you're going to find different things. You may sit there and say, I really like this. I'm going to make 3 of them at a time, or however you do it. But we're always one of a kind. Even if you make 3 the same, they're still a little bit different. So I want you to embrace the fact that you're on it, girl. You've got your stuff together. You've got really good designs. I think Jeanette was kind of also asking you if you ever hit like a dry stretch where you can't think of something. You've got all this stuff and you're like, where do I find the inspiration? But we want all of the crafters out there to know that it doesn't matter how small a business you are, it's your therapy. And we both know about that. Because I work all the time. It's my therapy. But you've got a really good product. you look like you've got it. Every time we ask you for something, you're flipping it out. So don't be surprised if one day you're like, okay, I didn't think I was going to do this.
And Lisa, what state you're in?
Help me. He was just picking this one out here.
Oh. What state are you in, Lisa?
I'm in Washington.
You're in Washington State. Do you do any pop-ups or any vending events?
I do, yeah. There's so many events around the Puget Sound area. One of the things I struggle with, though, is to sell in the city of Seattle, they want you to have a Seattle business license. And I'm right on the edge there between being able to afford the booth spaces and whatnot. So that's part of why I'm looking at online again, because they just make it so expensive for a crafter to do business.
Have you had a lot of success at the pop-ups you've been on? Or
last year I pretty much broke even.
Okay.
So it gets disheartening.
Well, let me tell you something. Just keep it going, because you did send me that you're going to be at the Bellevue March 30 and 31st from 11 to 7 and Sunday 11 to 5 at the Metaphysics and Wellness Gem Show.
I'm only going to be there Saturday.
Oh, Saturday? Okay.
This is one of the bigger ones, and I just kind of bit the bullet because I was able to scrape up enough for the booth fee. And I'm a little nervous because it's a lot I have to make up before I can start making profit.
Right. And then you have another one, April 27 and 28 at the BEPC Conscious Wellness Expo Gem Show.
And that's down in what they call the Kent Commons.
Okay. And it's at 11 to 6. So 10 a.m., 11 through 6. And that's Saturday and Sunday also? Or you're just going to do one? Okay.
Just Saturdays, yeah.
Okay. And that's in Kent Commons in 524 4th Avenue, right? Okay. You send me those two, so I'm glad you send me that information. We can post it so people can go and think. But I consider myself now an expert in vending. I started 2 years ago, and to be honest, it is really exciting when you do the vending events. And let me tell you something, you have marvelous vendors out there that will help you. And I had one that literally rearranged my whole tent, because the first big one that I ever did was the Blueberry Festival in Indiana. And I was there for a whole week, and you were like a store. You stay there, you wrap up and everything. And it was amazing. It was expensive. I know what you're talking about. I paid like $500 for the whole week. But the little vending events that I had here in Texas, that it was every Saturday for a whole year, it was only $25. And that's perfect, because I was making more than that. We always make jokes. If you can make the rent, you made a day. You've made it, And the thing is that and me and Jen are going to have a show on vending events and what to look for. But basically what you want to look for is make sure that you're not going to vending events that are not, one, full of people and that's already exposed. And with the fraud expos, right? Then you have people saying, hey, there's an exposition. You end up paying. When you go there, there's nothing there. And we're going to bring experts in our other show to explain how you can avoid this. But I've been blessed that I have had very good success at my vending events. I always say I make between $100 to $200, and that's okay for everything that I'm selling, for the more custom products. It's very hard to do there. But see, I learned that bring an order sheet with you, and people can order right there and pay you half right there. And,
exactly.
So that's something that you can do. We'll talk more about that another time. But we always say those vending events really get your name out there, especially if you just go. Like I said, look, if I don't sell anything, but at least I have a business card or a flyer here, remember me on this day. So I make, get your name out there, so that you want to find a vending event that's every week if you can. And what you do is the money you make is what you use for your next show. You see, so whatever I made, I always took out the rent. I always called it rent. $25 I took out every week, because once I made it, I put it away saying, okay, this is for next week. I can come for next week. So you want to find yourself a vending event that knows you, that cares about you, that knows what you're all about and stuff. I wish I had like an acre of land. I would have vending events for all my business.
Lisa, do you have a product that is semi simple but seems to be like the black choker, like where you would put that in a either matching earrings with it or a special, like I'm doing a special for, like, say for Easter. That way you might have a couple of those packets. People are funny. If you create a packet for them,
they love it.
They love it.
They love the earrings that match the necklace, that match
and then put in a set. And this is the Easter special or spring special, whatever you wanted to call it. And upprice it a little bit, just cover the earrings. But and then find online a thing about the stones that are in it. Okay.
Oh yeah, the information on
that. If you're using tourmaline or you're using, tiger's eye or whatever you're using.
Yeah, where it comes from, Mohs hardness, what the metaphysical properties.
And
I've been starting to do that with some of them.
And then put your information on the back side of it and slide that in those plastic things. And so get as much bang for your buck marketing as you can for the people.
Right.
And if people aren't stopping, you can, if you have any stray beads or something, you can put a couple in a little baggie with what they are and your name and say, hey, you want a sample of what I make? And as they walk by, you say, hi, how are you doing? Have you ever seen tiger's eye? I want to give you a sample. So it's the interaction.
Good idea.
And because your stuff is really good. So and I was going to ask you real quick, Sphinx Fault. Who's Sphinx? Is that just why did you
come up with a name?
From the first, give me just a second here. I have to say goodbye to my housemate. He's leaving.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye, housemate.
Bye.
So my first time on the internet, I chose the avatar name Lisa Kit. And partly because I've always identified with cats, and early 20s, I felt like I was still a child. I've come a long way since then, but I keep the name Lisa Kit. And I think I was the first Lisa Kit online. And I've noticed since there have been a couple others out there, but the real Lisa Kit is me.
Oh, original. The original.
Oh, we've reached the part of our...
Wait, hold on.
So when I was looking for a business name, my icon is a cat with wings, a rainbow design. So I wanted a business name that kind of reflected that background, the flying cat idea, the mystical cat. And I like the mystery of the Sphinx.
Ooh.
So
got it. Okay.
We open up the vault to the treasures.
To relate that. And I did want to, because it's time for our
word of the day.
Word of the day. I'm so sorry. We need more time.
I know. I know, right? Okay. So this one is called Building Bridges, Not Walls. For he is our peace. He has made us both and has broken down the hostile dividing wall between us. And that comes from Ephesians 2:12. Okay. So remember, I'm reading from the Joyce Meyer's book, and she writes, one day while I was praying, the Holy Spirit showed me that my life had become a bridge for others to pass over and to find their place in God. For many years, I erected only walls in my life, but now where there were walls, there are bridges instead. all the difficult and unfair things that have happened to me have been turned into highways over which others can pass to find the same liberty that I have found. I have learned to build bridges instead of walls. Okay. And she then says, make a decision to tear down your walls and build bridges. There are many, many people who are lost in their mess and need someone to go before them and show them the way. Why not be that person for them? Walls or bridges, the choice is yours. Okay.
I think that's so appropriate for us.
It is so terrifying for people to break down those walls.
Yes. And
you get that false sense of security behind them.
Yeah, I have layers. I know what you're talking about. And in certain situations, those layers, the wall comes up like really quick. So I definitely. How about you, Jen?
You know what? There's only one fear I have, and it's really stupid. It's going back to being as poor as I was when I was a kid. But I think at this point in my life, the bridge thing really resonates with me, because every time I get fearful, God puts a person in my vision that needs a bridge. And so I find myself, I'm like, why did I do that? Why did I, this person in the market comes and finds me and says, oh, you don't work here? And I say, no, but what do you need? I'll help you. So every time I get on myself about, I've got something going on and I'm in the dumps, and I'll call Jeanette. I'm like, okay, I can't talk. I'm out of it. Something happened. So that's so cool. Fear will stop anything, ladies. It's anything, and it's so silly. It's our brains. Mm-hmm. And Jeanette and I like to hold our glue guns to our heads and say, this is how we are.
Yeah.
Lisa, you've shown that, you know what, you've got issues with your health, but you still get out there. We're all struggling with money. I don't know a crafter who's not, skim a little bit off of the milk money so that they can make, oh, look at that. See, Easter. Yeah. I told you.
Yeah.
The great Easter one with little blue earrings. Yep. So be bold. Don't ever think that anything you do is small, because it isn't. And it's don't have that moment of terror and then say, okay, I'm good.
Okay, get over it. Let's go.
Yeah. Bring it down. Bring it down. But Lisa, we're going to have some things for you to do. I'm going to put you on Evenist, so you'll have an online presence. I know you don't have a web page yet, but
I'm not good with computers.
I understand.
Yep.
So we can do that, and then Jeanette, explain about sharing, because we're gonna have to go. But
yeah. Basically, all we have to do is what you see here. If you can share the link, and what is your Facebook handle, Lisa? Where can
Lisa,
people find?
Right. Yeah, that's why I sent you the full link to it, because there's a million
have it at the end. I always go back and I put everybody's information in the bottom. So once you see this video, your Lisa's information will be in the bottom, and you can click on her link, and I got her phone number and her email, so that way we can go ahead and just send it out there so people can go ahead and call her for anything. Okay. So I think this is the end of our session with you, Lisa. Thank you for being our guest today. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. I hope it was fun, and we look forward in our future guests. So if you're one of those beautiful crafter ladies that are out there, just send us an email at havingfun@jnjshow@gmail.com, and we'll be happy to have you on our show as well. Okay, Jen, take us away.
Okay, guys. Bye, Lisa. All right, here we go. See y'all next week, guys. Love ya.